All right, so here we have one last one, and all it says is basically we're supposed to construct the mathematical model in the form of a linear programming problem, but don't solve it. And the reason why is you'll see in a little bit, there's going to be a lot of things. We're going to have, oops, a lot of equations here. Okay. So a dietitian arranges a special diet using foods L, M, N. So those are our things. And so let's say that this is going to be X1, that's going to be X2, and that's going to be X3. So that's going to be that many ounces of each food. And the table gives the nutritional cost of 1 ounce of each food. And so that's the ounces. And so it requires at least 400 calcium, 200 iron, and 300 of A, and at most 150 of cholesterol, and at most 900 calories. So, how many ounces of each food should be used to meet the diet's requirements at a minimal cost? All right, so we know those things. So min C is going to be equal to what? Well, we have to plug in our bottles here. So that's going to be a 0.4x1 plus a 0.6x2 plus a 0.8x3. That's not a problem. And now we just go across. So now we have what? Subject to. Now we have a lot of lines. 30x1 plus a 10x2 plus a 30x3. And these had to be at least, and this one was 400. Next one. Now we have a 10x1 plus a 10x2 plus a 10x3. And that one had to be at least 200. Then we have a 10x1 plus a 30x2 plus a 20x3. And that one's going to be at least 300. So it's going to be greater than or equal to 300. And then the next one, it says 8x1 plus 4x2 plus 6x3 at most 150, so less than or equal to 150. And then a 60x1 plus 40x2 plus a 50x3 has to be at most 900, so less than or equal to 900. And in each case, x1, x2, x3 has to be greater than or equal to 0. All right, so that is all they want us to do is set up that problem. Now notice we're going to have to add a lot of slack variables, surplus variables, artificial variables, and when we do that, that's going to start causing a lot of things. So, every time there's an artificial variable, we're going to have to do this. So there's probably going to be, this case, we just had the one here. This case, we're going to have one, two, three artificial variables. So we're going to have to do that 3 times. Then we're going to have to, have all the surplus and slack variables in appropriate places. And so there's going to be a lot of work to do. And so this table is going to be huge. And so that's why all they want us to do is set it up. Okay. All right. So that's all I have for this section. Hopefully that will help you through this section doing homework.